What is up, my friends? Jesse with Just Man Sports Cards. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to test your knowledge. I like to do this just to see how well I know the cards. I have 12 cards here. It's essentially my mail day for the last couple weeks. Part of a card moving up or down is supply and demand. And knowing the cards and which ones to buy, a lot of that is the supply. So we'll start off. I'll show the card, and then you can guess in your head what you think the pop is. I have already tallied them all up. I just do that by scanning the barcode on the back through the PSA app. Skybox Premium Rookie Preview. These are really tough grade. PSA 8 Kobe Rookie. So what's your guess? The pop is a 143 and an 8, and there's 69 higher, so 212. These go for about 130 to 160 roughly. So I own a couple eights. I don't own any nines. This is the first copy that I own of this Larry Bird 84 9. I've been watching the star stuff. Nines don't pop up really often. About 4 or 5 of these have sold in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and this one went the lowest out of all of them, so I picked it up. Bird. I don't pick up a lot of his stuff, but I'm a believer in certain cards. And this one might surprise a lot of you. Pop on it's a 30 with one higher. And that's why I said I've been watching the star stuff and studying it. Nines are rare. 31. I feel like this was a steal for what I got it for. If you're new to the channel, I'm mostly Hall of Fame players and rare stuff. Orange Prizm. I really like to look at this. The etching 2013. It is numbered out of 60, so you know the pop's not going to be any higher than 60. Some of these might not got it graded. But the pop on it's pop 2 with 3 higher. So there's 3 10s floating on there, only 5. So some stuff, this doesn't go for a whole lot, but I think just not a lot of people know about it. So then that's the other part is the demand and how many people know. Jokic, I showed you that I picked up 2 raw copies that I sent off to PSA recently, and then this is my second PSA 8, the Clear Vision. Jokic was a late draft pick, so his stuff kind of went under the radar, which is kind of nice. So for a rookie card, it's pop 53 with 50 higher. The thing with these clear acetates is when you get them, a lot of times the surface is scratched. So for 103 of these floating around, any other contemporary rookie card, then you can go look to see what these go for, and I think they're a card worth picking up, and that's why I'm buying it. PSA 5. You might be thinking, Jesse, what the hell are you doing? Probably deserves the 5. Some mangled corners. This is the members only version. I now have, I think, 4 or 5 copies of this card. 5 is definitely the lowest that I have. But this will give you a pretty good idea of the rarity on this card. It's just because it's going to show you most of the population. It's a pop 1 with 22 higher. So then, if you're to say, hey, what's a shiny Jordan insert? There's only 23 of them that's been graded. What does that go for? And you might be surprised what I got this for. I bought it through eBay, so you can go look it up if you really want to know. I'm not going to just tell you. These are a little hard to see. Let's see if I can get the light. Yeah. So it's still hard to see through the camera, but you can kind of see, yeah, like that. Larger than life. Not a super popular insert for 96, but this is Iverson's rookie year. I've really slowed down. I used to buy a lot of Iverson, but I've slowed down quite a bit, and I have a little different focus over the last 6 months. But the super rare stuff I will pick up. That being said, it's a pop 7 with 3 higher. So there's only 10 copies of this out there. You can watch eBay searches; they don't really pop up. I bought this through a Facebook group, so you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what I paid for it, which is a-okay. Card. Duncan, SPX. I used to buy a lot of the base, but now I've tried to focus strictly on the parallels. There's the sky, which is there's the base, and then the sky is the next least rarest, and then I think it goes bronze, silver, gold. So the silvers, the backs are always there's always chipping on that side. Duncan, um, 34 was 63 higher, so only 97 of these. So I got this for like basically grading cost, so which I think is silly that you can buy a Duncan rookie. There's less than 100 copies, and you can buy it for the grading cost. I'll do that all day. Stack those away. Pierce is someone else I've slowed down on, but when his rare stuff pops up, I'm a buyer, especially if it goes for the right price. Ovation Gold. This will be gold right here, and then they're numbered out of 1,000. How you guys doing? I'm guessing so far. Well, not well. 32, 13 higher, 45 copies out there. If you want to see, like, Dirk is probably the most popular rookie, but then Jordan's in this, and then you can see how many Jordans are Dirks, and then that gives you an idea of how many might possibly ever be graded. I imagine most of the Jordans have been graded at this point, unless they're sealed up in a box. But I've done searches on these boxes in like one, maybe two box sell a year. So foil card of Shaq. This is one I got wrong. I thought it was much lower pop. I thought these were kind of a tough grade. So I can tell you, like I always do this before I put my cards away. Is I just look up the pop reports. I feel like I have a pretty good idea, like as I'm buying stuff where I'm at, but then occasionally I'm off. So the check is 97 with 31 higher, so 128, and that's a pop I can see growing. So it might grow to I don't know 200 max, but shiny foil check. This went for close to grading cost. So I think going forward, I'll just wait for a 9 and then maybe sell. I have another 8, sell my 2 8s. Kareem. This card doesn't. The 6s, I'm picky on the centering. Sometimes the centering can be real off, and I'll just pass on those. But the 6s are fairly well centered. Some people aren't crazy just because the registration isn't always great on this card, but it's got Wilt. So 2 Hall of Fame legends. One of my favorite Kareem cards. 1973 PSA 6. So there's quite a few of these, but it's his only card from this year. So, I mean, I take that. He's got like some all-star cards with like multiple players on them and league leader cards, but it's like his only singular card from 73. This one I was surprised on too. The population, I definitely was way off. I knew select was rare for in football, especially, uh, and then the Prizm version is going to be even rarer. So that's basically the refractor version. Zack Martin. What's your guess? I have a feeling you're going to be wrong. It's a pop 3, pop 2 with 1 higher. This one for grading cost. Grading cost, I mean, like, is like 21, 22 bucks. That's on those other cards too. So I feel like I got a steal there. feel like slipped through the cracks. Probably not a card you should auction. I want to auction. Gold Medallion. You watch the channel, I talk about these cards. The 98 version is much rarer than the 97, so just be aware that if you're buying the Duncans are a lot more in the population and a lot easier to pull. But in 98, the rookies were harder to pull than the vets, so then you got them at a much lower rate, which is kind of cool because then that helps keep the rookie population down. Nine's also a tough grade. Pierce, 37 of these out there was 6 higher. So, like I said, I've slowed down on Pierce, but stuff like this, like the Ovation, there's a population of less than 100. I feel like those are safe long-term bets. Shut down below what you think was a good buy, what you thought was a bad buy. I didn't tell you the price on all of them, but if you really want to go look, you can look on eBay. And I appreciate the support. Like and subscribe on your way out, and I'll try to keep the videos keep coming. Later.